Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 3 of Inferno, the yellow Protoss, and Resonance, the blue Protoss. This was a best 2 out of 3 match over at the North American Amateur StarCraft League, or www.naasleague.com. I am Sogfrog, and I'm happy to have you here. This is my first commentated match ever. I hope you enjoy, and I do apologize for any of the stupidities that come out of my mouth, or any of the inaccurate statements that I make. I try my best. I am a Zerg player. I'm much lower level than either of these players, but it is a lot of fun going ahead and just calling this game how I see it. If you have any comments, please let me know. I plan on perhaps casting a few games in the future, but we'll see how it goes. So anyways, the first game of the set was played on Shakira's Plateau. Inferno won that. The second game was played on Steppes of War. Resonance won that. A nice comeback after Inferno came in his base. Supply Captain. Resonance was able to come back with a bunch of charge lots and just completely own the map. And this is game 3. It's being played on Blistering Sands. Each base here has one natural entrance and then a back door blocked by rocks. It's interesting to note that on this map, the back door is actually closer to the opponent's base than the front door. So when these rocks go down, you're either in a lot of trouble or it's pretty good for you, depending on the situation that you're in. There are, I guess that was a pretty stupid statement, but oh well, whatever. We have 2 Xel'Naga watchtowers right there and right there. Give great vision over the center of the map. We have 2 gold expansions, one right down here and up in this corner as well. And what I like about this map, being a Zerg player, is that you can take this expansion right here and you have a pretty narrow choke even at that expansion, so pretty easy to protect it. Also good because you have these destructible rocks, always nice for a sneak attack. Or occasionally you'll see an opponent do a wall in here and then break down these rocks and push out that way. So at the moment, we have just basic scouting going on by both of these players. We have a cybernetics core and a gateway going up for Resonance. And the same looks to be there for Inferno as well. But Resonance, master of the proxy pylon, has placed a proxy pylon right here inside of Inferno's base, and we missed it, but he attempted to place one here, canceled it when he saw Inferno throw one up there, and then danced his probe over here and built one. We'll see how long it takes Inferno to notice that. Last game, Inferno was able to build a few stalkers, actually get a stalker and a zealot in Resonance's base before Resonance had any units. Supply Captain, not a good situation at all. Inferno looks like he's going to try to go ahead and do the same thing, sending that first stalker out. But this time it appears that Resonance has a stalker there. Looks like he'll be able to defend. Hopefully won't be in such the same bad situation he was in for game number 2. Alright, so this stalker looks like he's just going to go ahead and hang out and wait for his reinforcements to arrive before he starts to do any attack. But Resonance is able to see that see that stalker, and an exchange is taking place. Resonance is opting to just sacrifice a bunch of probes because they're fun to lose. I guess he's trying to push back these stalkers. It is working, but at a pretty decent cost. And, oh wow, he's going to save this stalker. Both of these stalkers are going to get in, take down a bunch of probes, including that stalker, and get out scot-free. I mean, they're really low on health, but wow, what a great play by Inferno. And now, even though Resonance had some units there, wow, Inferno is 8 probes up on Resonance. Not a good situation to be in at all. However, we still have this proxy pylon up here for Resonance, which is, I imagine, going to make the game pretty interesting here in a bit. Group of stalkers. It looks like we're going to send a probe out to set up a proxy pylon for Inferno, as well as take control of this Zelnaga watchtower. Has Resonance? No, he has not. All right, there he goes. Starting to warp in a few zealots at this proxy pylon. Inferno still has no sight on this. He looks to be completely. He looks like he will be completely caught off guard by these units. In the meantime, Inferno going to go ahead and work on these destructible rocks. But I think that Inferno's just going to be caught with his pants down, and WTF moment. Don't we all love those? And these zealots moving out right now, looking to take down these two pylons right here and perhaps do some significant probe damage as well. Meanwhile, Inferno is bringing these stalkers back to get out of this hole that he's in. These zealots evening up the probe count. What a great counterattack by Resonance. But now the stalkers are home. Watch out, zealots. You're just going to get picked off. And they are. However, let's look at the probe count. Inferno is down to 14 probes compared to Resonance's 23. Not a good situation at all. These zealots are still going to town. Looks like the rest of these zealots are going to be going down shortly. And it looks like he's going to see this proxy pylon, go ahead and take it down. Pretty low on minerals, but Inferno does have a nice force of stalkers, blink stalkers, I might add. These destructible rocks only have 251 health on them. So this game is anyone's game at this moment. I'm really interested to see how this is going to pay off. Resonance opting to throw down that expansion. He is going to send his forces down here. But there is just not enough charge lots to take on this force of stalkers. So these stalkers are just going to go ahead and kite these zealots back. Zealot's going to do pretty good because they are charge lots. But these stalkers will take down this force. Going to go ahead and warp in some reinforcements. And Inferno will be fine. Going to go ahead and push out. Resonance desperately trying to hold off this force of stalkers. But once again, it does not look like it's going to do him any good. And now Inferno stalkers are in the base of Resonance, doing an expert job just using Blink Micro, being very patient, going ahead and kiting these zealots while saving his stalkers, and warping in reinforcements right here at that proxy pylon. Very methodical, very cautious, and it looks like this attack is going to pay off. This looks to go to the distance that I would expect a GG here any minute, as now Resonance is sending probes off the line, desperately trying to get rid of these stalkers. Meanwhile, this Nexus up here was allowed to complete. He did not cancel it, not doing him any good other than just stealing resources, desperately needed resources that could have perhaps evened up this match a little bit more. Great series by both of these players. Thank you for watching. Please check out www.naasleague.com. I am Sogfrog, and I'll see you guys around.